Scorpio, welcome to my channel. Welcome to a new reading. It is a new moon reading. New moon in the sign of Virgo. We'll have a look. If we can get some advice, guidance, messages, some clarity. This is a general reading. Scorpio. So take from it what you need when you need it. Here are the 3 tarot cards from the Star Tarot, the beautiful Star Tarot. Towards the end we have 3 oracle cards to look at. Perhaps we'll get some new clarification or confirmation. I've just got to light this candle here. Yeah, it's better. Forgot to do that. It's better with candlelight, even if it's daytime. Makes me concentrate better. So, Nine of Swords. Uncomfortable thoughts. Nightmares. There is some inner conflict. But not to worry. It is the 9. We're close to the end of the cycle, which would be the 10. So, you've been having trouble weaving your web of life. Things have to change. Things can't go on as they are. You're not happy. You don't feel balanced. It's in a conflict. It's in a contradictions. Stress. So you want to leave these burdens, mental burdens, in the past and move on as the King of Pentacles. I know you're water sign Scorpio, and the King of Pentacles is an earth card. But what we see here is your earth element shining through. We all have different aspects of the different elements within us. So we can express that at different times, at different occasions. With different people. At the moment you're feeling very self-confident. You know you're unique here, you're this unique unicorn. You have a lot of self-awareness, self-belief, inner strength, and you're very particular about the life you want for yourself. Very specific. You have a lot of common sense. You're practical, you're logical, you're stable. You have that inner security, that inner grounding right now. So you must make use of it to jettison these thoughts from the past. These old patterns that are trying to break through to your mind. The old thought patterns. You don't want it. You don't need it. It doesn't serve you anymore. You can let go. You don't want to hold on to these old memories. You've taken enough from the past. You've taken the lessons. You've turned them into wisdom and knowledge. And now you can move on. 2 and the 9 of Cups. That is a lot more comfortable than this situation. You're feeling emotionally more fulfilled, more happy. You have that inner freedom here. Freedom to love again. There's a lot of transformation going on. Beautiful transformation. It's a lot of fire. passion. Hearts, 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 hearts. It's all about love, self-love, love for others. You are finally reaching also an end of a cycle here, an end of a cycle of a struggle, an emotional struggle. So you feel much more balanced, much more at peace, feeling that inner harmony that you've been craving. You had to make sacrifices. Yes, but they've been worth it, these sacrifices. And it's a little bit more time has to pass before you can reap the full benefits of these sacrifices in your life, like the Nine of Cups, the emotional fulfillment. This is the near future, so it's just a little bit more waiting here, but we see the sun breaking through onto your armor, trying to dissolve the armor that had stopped you from loving yourself, loving others. There are some profound changes going on here. So we have here the contrast between the old and the new. So the new you is looking at the old you and saying, thank God I've left that behind. And but you've learned your lessons, and you've learned your lessons the hard way. And of course the hard lessons are always the best because they stick more in our mind because we had to suffer more. We had to sacrifice more. So what did you have to sacrifice? This is going to be different for everyone out there. Perhaps you had to sacrifice a certain situation, a job, sacrifice some friendships because they've outlived the purpose for both parties. It's like you're looking at your old self and thinking, how could I have ever been like this, full of bumps and scars? And the thing is, the scars and the bumps are still with you, but it looks a lot smoother because you've overcome the difficult and daunting challenges, and you're not frightened of change. You weren't frightened of sacrifice. You were willing to make the sacrifice. We have here, be vigilant. Be careful of what may be coming your way. Just have a little look in the book. A look in the book. Be vigilant. Be watchful and cautious of both others' actions and your own. Stand ready to protect yourself from those who may covet what you have or seek to harm those you care for, but also be vigilant and watchful of your own actions, lest you be the one doing harm. Weigh your options. Weigh up your actions. Be sure you act wisely. Be sure you have done all that needs to be done before moving forward. Leave nothing to chance, lest all you have nurtured and cherished be undone by your own lack of vigilance. So, vigilance in any form or shape, however it applies to you, is extremely important right now, Scorpio, because you don't want to repeat the old patterns. You don't want to make a mistake. You don't want to hurt anyone. You don't want to hurt yourself. So it's a delicate balance that needs to be made, but you are divinely protected here by this beautiful dragon, a fire dragon, by the way. So it's all been worth it, all the sacrifices, all the things you had to give up to get a more peaceful life, to become a more emotionally fulfilled human being. Live better in your own skin, accept your own skin, tolerate yourself, respect yourself. You're moving on to your higher self, which has been cocooned in this knight's armor. You can take that off now. It's fine. You're safe. As long as you stay vigilant here. There is things that you know, come across later on in the near future that will respect and will demand all your attention. All your attention. So, don't lose sight of what you want. Stick to your plan, and you'll be fine. This is a very positive reading. So leaving the past behind, sacrificing old connections, old way of living, and you know your new self, your higher self. You have to have had contact. This is your higher self here as well, represented by the King of Pentacles. But it's the emotional fulfillment that is the most important. So people may be envious at times of what you have. So be careful. Be careful you protect your comfort, your inner peace, and your inner balance. Thank you so much for watching, Scorpio. It's been a pleasure reading for you. See you next time. Until then, take very good care. Bye-bye.